ways by which you can conduct exploitation is just the art of you validating whether the vulnerability exists on a particular target. So just for you to validate and to so once we have attempted to exploit with remote authentication, we can move on to the next phase, which is exploitation. Having found vulnerability within our target, we can now proceed with the exploitation. Although there are many exploits available online that you can download, compile, and run against your target machine. So for this class, we will leverage on our Metasploit. So in Metasploit, we have different types of exploitation. We have a client-side exploit. They usually require user interaction in order to be triggered. For example, open a link in the executable file. So we have a remote exploit. Do not require user interaction and usually affect service listed on the network. Then we have a local privilege escalation. The attacker already has access on the machine limited. Thus, the exploit allows the attacker to gain higher privilege on the machine. So Metasploit is an exploitation framework that makes it very easy to access a library of exploits created by the community in order to run them against vulnerable targets. Learn how to use the most important Metasploit feature will help you to speed up various processes and tasks to also help you to implement, create, and develop exploits. One of its main features is the ability to easily write, extend, and customize the framework in order to include custom exploit or payload. This is just the tip of the iceberg. You learn how Metasploit can be used to retrieve information from machine, invoke interactive shares, automate tasks, and much more. So let's do some. So before you the classwork, we just want to get familiarized with Metasploit. So by next class, we do some further exploitation and also treat some very important module like Meterpreter. So first and foremost, what you need to do for you to be sure that you have the latest library on your Metasploit, what you need to do first and foremost, you need to conduct an update on your Kali framework. You need to conduct an update on your. So what you just need to do, I think you do sudo apt update. So this command run an update on your Kali and including all the libraries and also Metasploit framework. So that you'll be able to have the latest exploit. And before you do that, make sure that your Kali Linux is connected to the internet anyway, so that you can be able to download the updates. So having done that, you need to start the PostgreSQL because this library that this guy uses PostgreSQL. So the database that it uses Postgre. So you need to start the PostgreSQL database. You need to start that service. So for you to do that, for you to start any service on Kali, sorry, let me navigate. Sorry, I'm on the wrong. you do service post restart. Okay, the service has started already. Let me be sure. Okay. Service start the service. You can now launch your Metasploit framework. I just doing, make sure that you run it in with a MSF console. So you wait till when it takes you to the Metasploit command shell. So from here, you can begin to excuse me, can begin to do further exploration. Now, there are a lot of for you to get familiarized with Metasploit, and just type the help and take your time, type help and go through the usage. And take your time, read through. These are the various commands that you can use. So if you want to search for a particular, maybe exploits, maybe exploit related to Windows platform, what you just need to do, you type search space, you paste it. So you type search space type exploit platforms. So what are you searching? You are searching for exploits on which of the platform? Windows. It give you all the available exploit related to Windows machine. This is a whole lot. This is a whole lot. If you want to do the same thing for Linux, type Linux. You can do that on variant operating system like IBM, AIX. These are the available exploits. So depend on what you want. These are the available exploit on Apache. So if you are aware of the author, what you need to do, author of a particular vulnerability. So okay, let's present. Okay, you know that. So for this particular author, these are the vulnerabilities exploit that are available in various categories. So if you know the year of a particular CVE, you use CVE, you specify the year. Sorry. Do search CVE. For example, if I want to limit it to 2018, these are the CV available for 2018. And to limit to CV release in 2022. These are the CV release in 2021. You do have much sudo heap based buffer overflow. So if you want to show a particular, show all the exploits available, click on exploit. Okay, for example, for this particular CV, if I want to use this CV, I can just copy, can now say show exploit. Or sorry, I can just do info to know more about how to do this guy. So what I need is a session, then the writable PIR are the things that need to be specified. So if you want to show the various payload, you do payload. So let me quit this. Let me exit this. And I think let me open up another terminal. So if you want more information about a particular exploit, can do this to give you more information. So this exploit is how to leverage on that exploit. You can say if you want to use that particular exploit. So you first of all do info to get the details about the exploit. You specify the exploit name. So just like the way I do here, right? So because I mentioned show, so take me to the exploit. From there, you can now begin to navigate. So for example, if you want to know more about a particular info, you can type details of the exploit. For example, if you want to know more about this particular exploit, you mention the details. Okay, what happened? Okay, I'm not in my Metasploit framework. Where is this guy? Sorry. Yeah, that's how to use this guy. So from there, you can look at the options. This is how to leverage on this guy. You set the remote, the local host to 140. So let's presume that I want to do an SMB exploitation on my target. What's my target machine? Let me see. IP config as 172.10. What you need to do, but before you do that, you will do use of vulnerability scanner to determine whether that target is vulnerable to that. There is no point you try it for a target that is not vulnerable. Can say can tell him that he can't see the target. Let me see whether I can ping the target. Hold on, seeing it now. Okay, sorry. You do set host to be 172.20.10.9. So having said that, you can just type exploit, but because the host is not vulnerable to this particular vulnerability, so you can try this vulnerability on your Windows XP and Windows Server 2000. You should be able to carry out the exploitation on that. So you can use your Nexus to also determine which of the hosts is vulnerable. And so try and play around with this target. And if I want to look for related vulnerability around SSH or on brute force, different level of brute forcing. So let's do about can do search brute force. So you can specify which are the brute force. There are a lot of exploitation there and there. That before the various these are the available exploits. So if you run a scan and you discover a particular CV number of a particular vulnerability, for that particular vulnerability, you can search for that particular vulnerability and also check out on the internet on how to conduct the exploitation. For example, if I run a scan and I discover that there's an application vulnerable to maybe share shock, so you can just do share shock exploitation exploit with Metasploit. So to help you, first and foremost, you need to first of all search for that particular vulnerability, search chest shock. So based on your application, so can I say use? Can say that's very simple to use. Use exploit. Immediately you do that, it will be waiting for you. So you can use options to look at the various options available. Having done that, you can now set your host. So having set your host, set your target URI. So if you are not so comfortable, you can show the different payloads. But if you want to do a blind, but I don't encourage you to do a blind, just make sure that you know the particular payload you want to do. If you want to do a blind exploit, you can just, as soon as you type the use, you can just type exploit. But that will take time too. And I always encourage that take your time and read through. Then if you want to search through all the available stuff on your, maybe you want to get familiarized with the Metasploit module. Sorry, you can navigate through the directory. Let's come back to Kali. Let me open a new terminal. Sorry. Specify the absolute path. So if I want to see the available exploit on maybe on Solaris, can change the directory to Solaris, do an ls to look at the what can you exploit there. You can exploit the SSH, you can exploit the, let me go back to my, let me just do cd dot. So let me just say cd Linux. So these are the various available. If I'm looking for SSH like vulnerability, cd SSH. Exploit, what are the available exploits there? These are the available exploits. So, but you need to confirm whether those, so that's how to just play with. So take your time, play with the Metasploit framework and use it to conduct an exploitation, SMB exploitation on your Windows XP and Windows 2000. So I think this takes us to the end of the module. So next class, we'll do a deep dive session. So just carry out an exploitation on this particular vulnerabilities on your Windows XP and Windows 2000. The next session, we do a deep dive session on Metasploit. Thank you.